Two kingdoms, long divided by blood and fire, dreamed of peace at last. The land still bore the scars of endless war. A decree was written, a marriage to bind two nations. The young bride dreamed of unity, her heart full of hope. The groom stood proud, bearing the weight of destiny. And so, banners of enemies once sworn to kill now flew together. The wedding day arrived and joy filled the castle. She walked with grace, carrying the hopes of her people. He awaited her with honor, ready to seal the bond. Before the gods and men, their vows were spoken. The crowd cheered, hope seemed within reach. Tables bent under the weight of abundance. Even children shared in the celebration. But beneath smiles, resentment stirred. Even the servants felt the tension of the night. Old enemies sat side by side, but hatred burned quietly. But in the shadows, betrayal waited. A careless word lit the spark. Accusations flew like arrows. In an instant, wine spilled like a prophecy. Swords were drawn where peace was promised. Chaos consumed the hall of unity. The bride's dream of peace turned to horror. The groom swore to defend her at all costs. Blood was spilled on sacred ground. The feast of peace had become the spark of war. Within days, the kingdoms rallied their armies. Every forge burned for war once more. The innocent paid the price first. War thundered across the land. Arrows blotted out the sun. Siege engines tore cities apart. The ground drank deeply of blood. The bride wept for what her wedding had unleashed. The groom fought to hold the dream alive. The people prayed for mercy. The fathers of bride and groom met once more, not in peace, but in war. The wedding had become the beginning of devastation. The castles of both kingdoms lay in ruin. Countless lives had been lost. The bride stood alone, her dreams reduced to ashes. The groom had given everything and lost more than he could bear. The next generation inherited only ashes. The land itself mourned the cost of pride, and the story was recorded for all to remember. A wedding meant to unite had torn the world apart. Their love became legend, but their wedding, a curse. The halls of joy became tombs of silence, and on the thrones where unity was promised, only emptiness remained. The wedding that was meant to bring peace instead began a war that echoed for centuries. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for next video.